The Magic House, a massive, majestic place that sits at the corner of North Kirkwood Road and East Woodbine in St. Louis County. Inside, room after room of interactive exhibits delighting children, whose laughs and squeals fill the halls that were first built back in 1901. That's when the family that founded the A.G. Edwards Corporation built this stunning, then 5,500 square foot home in Kirkwood, Missouri.
We're in the original Magic House.
President of the Magic House, Beth Fitzgerald, has been part of this story since before the Children's Museum even opened, when the founders, Barbie Freund and Jody Newman, tapped her to make their vision come to life.
It was about ready to be torn down and apartments erected here when our two founders found this house and wanted to save it because they thought it had such a magical quality to it.
The young moms were on a mission.
They wanted the Magic House always to be focused on underserved children. They wanted the Magic House to be entrepreneurial, always growing and evolving to meet the needs of the community. They wanted us to continue to do new things that would attract families back to the Magic House.
From the beginning, this children's museum was going to do things a little bit different than the rest.
Before mid-70s, museums were pretty much don't touch anything. So this was a whole total new way of thinking about learning in museums.
Inviting kids to touch everything, explore everywhere.
We had 6 of the first Apple II computers ever created here. We also had the 3-story slide.
Ah, the slide. The metal twisting and turning slide that is still here today. Initially a genius way to meet an inspector's criteria.
And they were like, we're not spending all this money just to put in another staircase. If we're gonna have to add another means of egress, we're gonna have it be a slide.
With such unique features, it didn't take long for the Magic House to be a hit and outgrow its original walls. An expansion in 1985 added what's now Wonderworks for the youngest visitors. In 1997, the ever-popular Children's Village opened, inviting children to take on the roles they've been watching adults do.
They just look so joyful to be able to do something that they've wanted to do.
Plus another huge addition in 2008, bringing it to 55,000 square feet of space that continues to evolve. Meanwhile, work is also happening outside the house at Made for Kids and Makerspace on Del Mar.
With 3D printers and laser cutters and opportunity to work with clay and sewing machines.
And more community outreach and school programs. Back in Kirkwood, new exhibits fill some spaces, like the spectacular Storytime Magic.
Little pig, let me come in, said the wolf.
And old favorites.
This is our Van de Graaff generator, and it generates 1 million volts of harmless static electricity.
Continue to stand the test of time.
Let's try this.
Just like the Van de Graaff generator has been here since day one. So has Fitzgerald.
I've really kind of just evolved as the building has evolved. I would have never envisioned when I was 24 taking this role that this is what the Magic House would be today. I don't think Jody or Barbie ever thought it would be more either than it was on the day that we opened.
Whether you're here for decades too, or just a few hours, there's really only one way to sum up a visit to the Magic House.
Well, I'd say it was magical.
At the Magic House in Kirkwood, I'm Paige Holsey!
For a great day, St. Louis.